Hey, how's it going? And welcome to the show. And today we're going to be talking about 5 knots that you need to know, how to tie them, their overall benefits, and the functions that they perform. So, let's get started. The Bowline Knot, in my opinion, is by far the most versatile knot you can possibly have in your back pocket. It has a long history in both nautical and wilderness scenarios, allowing the user to easily tie a sturdy fixed loop around an anchor for a wide variety of uses, including tying off a pack hang, setting up tarp shelters, rigging up sails, or any other use involving a fixed loop at the end of a rope. To tie a bowline knot, bring your rope around your anchor, then create a small loop. Make sure the loop is over or under, leaving the working end on top of the rope. Then with the loose working end, bring it up through the loop, around the rope, then back down through the loop again. To finish it off, just pull on either end tightly. There's an old story of sorts to help remember this knot, and it goes as follows. The rabbit comes out of the hole, runs around the tree, then back down the hole again. At the end of it all, it should look like this, with a strong no-slip loop, with the knot resembling a little guy in a life jacket. The Alpine Butterfly knot is a very useful knot when you need to make a strong static loop in the middle of a rope or on a line quickly. It has many uses, including creating fixed tie-off loops for other ropes, hanging gear loops on a line, or for a wide variety of mountaineering purposes. To tie an Alpine Butterfly knot, find the spot on the rope that you want to tie off, then wrap the rope around your hand 3 times. Bring your hand under the third loop closest to your fingers, grab the second loop, then bring it up, around, and through the other 2 loops. To finish it off, pull on the loop and the other 2 loose ends tightly. For a picture-perfect Alpine Butterfly, it may require a bit of dressing, but ultimately should be symmetrical, and the knot itself should look like this, with a hanging static loop, with the knot vaguely resembling the shape of a butterfly. The trucker's hitch is exceptionally useful around camp and is used primarily to tighten a rope or to haul something using a 2-to-1 mechanical advantage. This is generally used when tightening a rope for a clothesline, tarp shelter, or for any other use where a 2-to-1 mechanical advantage is needed. To use a trucker's hitch, tie a slip knot on the line by creating a small loop. Then bring a bite of the working end through the loop with the bite oriented towards your anchor. Then pull tightly on the static end and on the bite of rope. Then, take the working end of the rope and bring it around your anchor through the created loop, then simply pull tightly in the opposite direction towards your anchor and tie off using whichever method you prefer. The trucker's hitch will ultimately allow you to tighten any rope twice as tight or haul something that you normally could not, while also being extremely easy to set up and take down. The water knot is an excellent knot, particularly in tying tubular webbing to each other or to create a webbing loop. This is generally used to extend the length of tubular webbing for a wide variety of uses or to create a webbing loop for use as an anchor, generally for a hammock setup or for mountaineering purposes. To tie a water knot, tie an overhand knot near the end of the webbing, then run the webbing you'd like to tie off through the overhand knot in the opposite direction. Be precise. Make sure to follow the overhand knot exactly. Take the time to keep it symmetrical and dress it appropriately before pulling on either end tightly, leaving about 2 to 3 inches of tail on either end to prevent any kind of slippage. The girth hitch is essentially a quick way to set up a strong anchor using a webbing loop, generally for a hammock setup, mountaineering, or as an extension to a pack hang. With rope, it can also be used as an easy no-knot tie-off for a pack hang or for any other reason when used in conjunction with a friction wrap. This is especially beneficial as the girth hitch will catch on itself, alleviating any weight or tension on the line, and is extremely easy to take down. To use a girth hitch as an anchor using a webbing loop, simply bring the loop around the tree, then back through the webbing loop on the other side, allowing it to catch on itself. Then adjust for height, pull tightly, then if needed, adjust for length by wrapping the loop around the tree until satisfied. To tie a girth hitch with friction wrap using rope, make a large loop and wrap it around the tree. Bring the loose working end through the loop, allowing the rope to catch on itself. Then wrap the loose end around the tree in the opposite direction. To finish it off, make a small loop in the loose end of the rope and wedge it between the tree and the top end of the rope. The weight of the pack will hold it in place. Ultimately, these 5 knots and hitches will make life around camp a lot easier and will open the door for a wide variety of other potential benefits and uses. All of the knots we covered today were used in the setup of this hammock system with an A-frame tarp. With a little bit of practice and gear, you can do this too. So to start off, get yourself some rope or paracord and get to her. Well, thanks again, everyone. Hope this was helpful. Have a good one and get out there and explore. If you enjoyed this content, give it a like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more Tripping Authority videos.